The following presentation is by Sam Smith Productions in association with Black and Gold Productions.
Welcome to the live stream. Welcome into the live stream, folks. Welcome to the live commentary. Welcome to the live stream tonight. Carlo, score! The newborn dad! Marshawn across, Coyle scores! Charlie Coyle! It's a power play goal. Here's Zaka, shot, score! It's Pavel Zaka! Shattenkirk, Lowry, score! Mason Lowry! Bruins lead 5-4. He scores! The Bruins win! David Pastrnak! The Bruins win Game 7 in overtime!
And now, Sam Smith Productions presents another live commentary of the Boston Bruins on YouTube.
Here we are again. We meet again. Yeah, we're back. It's late night. As the Bruins are finishing up a back-to-back in the Crypto.com arena against the Los Angeles Kings. Thanks for joining me here tonight, here on this late Sunday night. Let's get into your starting lineups for both teams. Some changes up front for the Bruins. Casey Middlestat on the first line with Morgan Geekie and David Pastrnak. Pavel Zaka bumped down to the second line with Marat Husnudinov and Fabian Lysell. Elias Lindholm down to the third line with Cole Koepke and Vinny Lettieri. Johnny Beecher with Jacob Lauko and Patrick Brown. On defense, Nikita Zadorov and Henry Jokiharju, Mason Lowry and Andrew Peeke, Michael Callahan and Parker Wotherspoon with Jeremy Swayman in net. For the Kings, it's Anze Kopitar, Andrei Kuzmenko, and Adrian Kempe. Philip Deneau, Warren Fogle, and Trevor Lewis. Quinton Byfield, Kevin Fiala, and Alex Laferriere. Hellenius, Tanner Jeannot, and Alex Turcotte. On defense, Mikey Anderson and Drew Doughty, Vladislav Gavrikov and Jordan Spence, Joel Edmondson and Brant Clark with Darcy Kemper in net. Those are your lineups for both teams here tonight. How we doing? Oh my God, my neck. I'm back in the dorm room. I got down here this evening, this afternoon, whatever. Got back here at about dinner time, about 5:30, 6 o'clock local time. And here we are. The end of the season is approaching, thank God. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. So, will not be live Wednesday. By the way, I want to let you guys know now, will not be live Wednesday for Bruins Ducks, too late on a school night. I think about the midnight threshold. If the game's going past midnight, not in the dorm room, unfortunately. If I'm home, that's one thing, but if I'm in the dorm room, that's another. So, could the main Black Bears win the Frozen Four? They could. Anybody could. I know the seeding just came out for that, right? So, do you guys like the vibe in here? It's kind of we only have the LED lights on. The lights are off in the room. A little bit of a different vibe tonight. It sets the mood. Yeah, plus I don't want all these lights on in the room. So. Oh man. Hopefully when the season's over, the Bruins can reset and start over. Well, they're gonna have a ton of cap space and a ton of draft capital to reset and start over. So you might get your wish. They're doing an extended open in LA, huh? Jeez. It's like they've already been talking for 3-4 minutes. They usually don't talk this long doing it open. Have the Bruins been getting much flack for not challenging the second goal? Yes, they have. A lot of media, a lot of people have been saying, why didn't you challenge it? You know, that sort of thing. And I'm asking the same thing, you know, for game competitiveness, you know, for the integrity of the game, why didn't you challenge that? You know, I understand the idea of trying to lose to try to get a draft pick, but, you know, don't make it obvious. Yeah, so. UConn lost today in men's basketball. Sorry, Kyle. Sorry to all my friends who like UConn. They lost to Florida in the round of 32. They are going home. That means we are guaranteed a new national champion this year in the NCAA Division I men's basketball tournament. In the NHL today, Blackhawks beat the Flyers 7-4. Sabres beat the Jets 5-3 in an upset. Panthers beat the Penguins 4-3 in a shootout. St. Louis beat Nashville 4-1. Vegas leads Tampa 3-0 going into the second. Hurricanes and Ducks scoreless in the second. Anyone but Duke. I picked Duke to win it in one of my brackets. I picked Michigan State in my other bracket. Anyone but Duke. It's going to be Kings Oilers again in round 1. I know. It's so annoying, man. These frickin' playoff format. And then Gary Bettman comes out and says they're not switching the playoff format. Well, great. It's really nice to know the playoffs matchups are going to be at Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, do you see what I'm talking about? Like, that's kind of ridiculous, right? I don't know. Just my opinion, I guess. Judd Surratt is a poet. The last time my team won the national title, the fidget spinner was trending. Damn. Damn. Oh, Nesson 360. Why are we crashing now before the game starts? Great. Here we go. The Bruins won the first meeting between these two teams back in October, when I had hope for the season. Back when I had any sort of hope about the front office and the organization. Thanks, Matt. Matt Harkey. That's my guy. We are underway at the Crypto.com arena. Kings enter the zone. Kempe lost it to Koepke. Moved ahead for Lindholm. He has Lettieri ahead of him. Lindholm trying to flip it in the zone. Can't. Puck comes to Koepke, though. Bruins get it in the zone. In front, Lindholm dangles, scores. 19 seconds in. Elias Lindholm gets a great pass from Koepke, and the Bruins grab an early lead. It's 1-0. 19 seconds into the first period. Elias Lindholm sneaks one by Darcy Kuemper. Exotic, don't cheer for the Bruins to lose. Be happy when they score a goal. They don't score often, so be happy when they score. "19 seconds in, Elias Lindholm gets the goal there and a nice feed from Koepke. On the first rush of the game, the Bruins take the lead. Not a better pick. Well, you're not a real fan if you're not happy when your team scores. No offense. No offense. You can cheer for them to lose, but also cheer for the team to do well at the same time. Middlestat for Pastrnak out there with Geeky and on the first line tonight. Wait, that's Husnadinov. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Best thing for the team right now. What, for them to score? Come on. Goals are goals, man. You don't cheer against your team just because it would help them out in the long run. It's not what that means. I don't know. To me, cheering against your team is not good regardless of how, if they're bad or good. Kings all night. That's Geeky, Zaka, Lascelles. Ugh. God. Hand pass. Bruins, once he's gone, they clean house. So guess what? They're not firing him. They're not firing him. I'll be shocked if they do. Spence tied up. Zaka plays it around. Wotherspoon at the point. Geeky gets it from Zaka. LaFerriere flips it out of the zone. Here is Quentin Byfield poke checked. Geeky gets it back now. Wotherspoon ahead for Lascelles. Bumped into by Gavrikov. Committed to this bozo. The Jacobs came out in full confidence of the GM. Yep. Here is Patrick Brown. Shoots, saved by Kuemper. They came out after the Marchand trade and they said they have their full support in any and all moves they will make from now and in the future. In the future. Bruins need new owners. No, the ownership's not the issue. I'm gonna be gone this offseason. We'll see. I'm not confident in that. The wording didn't sound like they're gonna fire him. Beecher will take the draw against Hellenius. Kings win the draw. Doughty ahead. Deflects it in the zone. Swayman plays it around. Here is Doughty at the point. Lorai takes it away there. Puck moved ahead for Lauko from Brown. He gets it in. Here is Drew Doughty. Bruins trying to take it away there. Brown battling. Turcotte flips it ahead. Lorai gets it back. Whips it over to Lauko. Has Peak sauce pass, tape to tape. Peak dumps in. The Bruins finish a change. They came out and said they didn't have confidence. People would wonder why he still has a job. That's fair. Kopitar onside. Kopitar scores. Anze Kopitar. Kings tied up. Looked a little offside, but we know they won't challenge it. 1-1. Anze Kopitar ties the game at 1. Looked offside. They won't challenge it, though. Be shocked if they do. They don't. Now here's Casey Middlestat after the faceoff. Bruins get possession. Husnudinov and Middlestat with Pasternak right now. That is the first line tonight. They actually made a late switch. Geeky and Husnudinov swap. So Husnudinov's playing with Pasternak. Husnudinov drops for Middlestat. Pasternak. Over to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon shoots. Kick saved by Kemper. Pasternak gets the rebound. Wotherspoon. For Pasternak. Gets around Kopitar. Kuzmenko takes it away from him. Pasternak knocks down Kuzmenko with a huge hit. Wotherspoon ahead for Fabian Lysell. He dumps in the zone. Doughty. Fogle and Zacha tied up. Zacha past Lysell. Mikey Anderson knocked into by Geeky. Lysell jams it in deep. Zacha against Mikey Anderson. Lysell in front of the net. Deneau takes it away from Zacha. Moved ahead for Fogle has Trevor Lewis. Bumped into Mikey Anderson at the left point. In for Deneau in front. Saucer pass back towards Doughty. Couldn't play it. Now here come the Bruins. Geeky has Lysell to his right. Zacha has a drop. Geeky gets poke checked instead. He gets it back and gets it back to Lorai. Peak dumps in. As he attempted to, could not. Byfield takes it away. He jumps it in. Kings have been the toughest arena to play in the National Hockey League all season, the Crypto.com arena. The Kings have been very, very good at home. Lorai for Lauko ahead of Beecher. I believe the Kings have the best home record in the National Hockey League. Beecher dumps in the zone. Jordan Spence. Kings are destined for another meeting with the Edmonton Oilers in the playoffs. We have a stoppage as we have an offside. Unless the Kings can steal the Pacific Division, they are 5 points back of the lead. 2 points behind Edmonton, 5 points behind Vegas. How's the game so far? Kings got a goal in their first shot, but the Bruins scored 40 seconds in. Elias Lindholm, but then Kopitar scored for the Kings, so it's 1-1. Jeannot will take the... Nope, it's going to be Turcotte against Lindholm just outside the Bruins' end in front of the penalty box. Lindholm wins the draw. Swayman leaves it for Joka Harju. Ahead to flex it off a stick. No icing. Brant Clark with Lindholm. tying him up. Lettieri in there as well. Here is Turcotte. Played over to Brant Clark. Clark dumps in. Turcotte tied up there by Koepke. Jeannot in front for Hellenius. And it went wide. Gavrikov shot blocked by Jokiharju. Jokiharju can't get it in the zone. Hellenius knocks it down. He gets at it and dumps it in a second time there. Here is Gavrikov for Spence, ahead off Foegele. Moved ahead now. Middlestat tied up there by Deneau. He's trying to kick it ahead. Spence takes it back. If we lose in regulation, we move the 8th best odds. If we lose in regulation, the Ducks, we move the 7th best odds. Fair enough. But I'm never going to cheer for my team to intentionally lose for a draft pick. Not something I'll do. As Kemper ices the puck. I can't root for my team to lose. I'm going to cheer for my team to win every game. It's just that if they lose now, it's like, okay, fine. You know? Never will cheer for my team to lose. Never, never, never. I might as well leave BNG if I'm going to cheer for my team to lose. I don't deserve to cover the Bruins if I'm cheering for my team to lose. Would it be better for them to lose? Yeah, sure. Peak shot save Kemper. Would it be better for them to lose? Yeah, sure. I'll admit that as they go to TV timeout. See, yeah, but again, would it be better for them to lose? Yeah, sure, but I'm a fan first. You know, my head says they should lose, but I follow my heart. My heart says they should win. You know, like if they lose every game, but it's a close game, then so be it. That's just my thoughts on it. I don't know. I don't like it when people say, "Oh, good, good." I mean, oh shit, the Bruins scored. That's not good for the future. Like, I don't know. To me, it's like, eh. I don't know. They got a timeout. 13-19 to go in the first period. Bruins and Kings tied at 1. Bruins opened up the scoring 40 seconds in. Elias Lindholm scoring. And then the Kings got one a couple minutes later. Anze Kopitar tying the game at 1. Yeah, it's one of those cases for me of like, oh, if they lose, okay, fine. But like, I'm not gonna intentionally cheer for them to lose. Anze Kopitar near the top of every offensive category in Kings history. He's tied for the second most overtime goals, he has the most overtime goals, most seasons played. He's the longest tenured King ever, most games played in Kings history, third most goals in Kings history, most assists in Kings history, second most points in Kings history. So Kopitar is definitely a first ballot NHL or Hockey Hall of Famer. He's one of my first personal favorites of all time. Doing any Frozen hockey? No, I'm not doing any Frozen 4. No. Me covering college sports? I'll barely watch the tournament, let alone cover it on YouTube. Pastrnak moves it ahead for Husnudinov. He'll dump it into the LA zone. Doughty tied up there by Anderson. Puck comes to Lewis. He'll move it ahead. Foegele gets around Jokiharju. Foegele spins back. Foegele tied up there by Yokoharu. Puck comes to the line, shot by Anderson, goes wide. Middlestat will try to get this out. He's tied up. Zadorov whips it over to Yokoharu. Ahead for Pastrnak. Knocked off the puck by Edmondson. Puck played over to Mikey Anderson. Geeky gonna get in there on the forecheck. Edmondson ahead for Kempe. He dumps into the zone. Kopitar plays it around for past Kuzmenko. Edmondson. Lascelles tying it up. Puck comes in front for Kopitar. Couldn't get the pass cleanly. Kuzmenko past Kopitar. Edmondson for Kempe. Wotherspoon takes it away from him. Over to Lascelles. Has Zacha to his left. Lascelles waits. Shoots. And a save by Kemper on a good shot off the rush by Fabian Lascelles. Love seeing that from the kid in his third NHL game. Getting confident in taking a wrist shot off the rush. It was the right decision. If he passed to Zacha with a left-handed stick, he wouldn't have gotten that clean opportunity. So Lascelles, here's what you do in hockey, right? The centerman on that cuts to the middle to open up the side so that Lascelles can get that shot through. It's a really smart play by Zacha to brace its way through and let Lascelles get that wrist shot off. It was a good shot. It was a good shot and a good save. Tomorrow, Raw starts at 4, Ronnie, at 4 p.m. Eastern. Lettieri against Byfield. Bruins tied up on the draw. Spence Gavrikov flips this out. This is going to be an icing against the Kings. 4 p.m. They're in Glasgow, Scotland. I turned off Colorado State and Maryland at the wrong time. Maryland just hit a buzzer beater to go to the Sweet 16. Unbelievable. F me. I didn't watch a buzzer beater March Madness. Lettieri deflects it in. I had the game on for most of the second half too. Puck goes out of play. I had to turn it off because I had to cover the game tonight. And of course, like 30 seconds later, they have a game-winning shot. Yeah, if the Kings win this game tonight, they tie the Oilers for the second-best record in the Pacific. They're only 3 points back of the division lead with a game in hand on both Vegas and Edmonton. The Kings would definitely have a chance to win the division. They need games like tonight to try to give themselves a chance. Like, I wouldn't mind if the Kings win tonight because it would help the Kings and it wouldn't help the Bruins to win. It would help the Kings to win, right? Peak, a huge hit on Turcotte. What a hit. They're going at it a little bit. They're going to let them play. What a hit by Peak. Beecher trying to find Lauko, could not. Lori keeps it in. Knuckler on net, save Kemper. Lauko, the rebound, can't play it. Andrew Peak bringing the boom on Alex Turcotte. Brown for Lauko in deep. Anderson now. Doughty, puck played past Lauko. Lori keeps it in at the line, whips it in back behind the net. Here is Hellenius. Lauko pressuring. Anderson for Drew Doughty. Back to Mikey Anderson. It's a great last name, Hellenius. Sometimes I'm saying hilarious. Here is Middlestat across the Kings line. Gets knocked into by Jeannot. Trying to center it in front for Husnadinov. Went past everybody. Puck overskated Zadorov. Kings have a 2-on-1. It's LaFerriere with Byfield. Byfield saves Swayman. Rebound. Zadorov gets it away. Ahead for Pastrnak. Plays it back to Yokoharu dangerously. It's going to be icing. I think the Kings are one of the best teams in the league. It would be great to play them tough for 60 minutes. They have played them tough for 60 minutes. The Bruins have not made the Kings game easy tonight. They have played well tonight. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of that third line. Koepke, Lindholm, Lettieri. It looks pretty good. Shots are 5-3 Boston. The Bruins have 7 hits in the first 10:09. The Kings only have 1. Middlestat wins the draw, moved ahead. Pastrnak trying to get it to Husnudinov, can't. Kicked back to Pastrnak. Edmondson gets it back, played in around the net. Puck comes to Husnudinov for Middlestat. Husnudinov trying to get it to Middlestat, can't. He has to play it around the net to Pastrnak. Pastrnak spinning one way, going another. Pastrnak in front for Jokiharju, couldn't get a clean shot away there. Pass just past LaFerriere. It's going to be an icing here against LA. Need to figure out Edmonton. Well, if they can win the division, they don't have to deal with Edmonton in the first round. They'll have to deal with whoever the wild card is, right? They'll have to deal with whoever wild card 1 is in the first round. And as of right now, I believe it's Minnesota. So LA, Minnesota, it could be a fun little first round series. Quentin Byfield, 7 goals in his last 9. Zacha will take the draw against him. Far side of the offensive zone, and they're going to wave Byfield out. Oh, nope, guess not. Zacha wins the draw. Geekie keeps it in, shovels it in behind the net. Kemper plays it around. Peak pinches Fiala. Puck comes out. Lorai's got it, moves it ahead now for Zacha. Whips it over to Geekie. Zacha and Geekie have a connection from playing together pretty much all season. For most of the regular season, they have been playing together on the same line with David Pastrnak. It's the first time in months they've been broken up. Clark deflects it off of Foegele and out. Foegele gets it. Has Deneau to his left. Foegele shoots. Save by Swayman. A good kick save. Puck is played around. Spence plays it around. Now Lorai's got it in his own zone. Moves ahead for Lysell. Lysell dumps in. Who are the Jets play in round 1? They would play St. Louis. Is that right? Yeah, St. Louis would smoke them. Sorry, Winnipeg would smoke St. Louis. Sorry. Callahan for Wotherspoon. 8 minutes to go, first period. Bruins and Kings tied at 1. If you're just joining us, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Would help me out big time. Trying to keep the energy a little bit lower tonight, because it's late and it's dorm, so I gotta be a little quieter. Gavrek, and it's past, Here is Kopitar, has Kuzmenko in the slot, couldn't find him cleanly. Kuzmenko's got it near circle, has a chance to walk in. Wotherspoon the poke check, puck comes in front. Swayman makes the save. Blues or Flames? Blues would. And if the season were to end today, okay, they're gonna go to commercial break. Perfect. You wanna know the playoff would be if the season were to end today, chat? You wanna know what they would be? Okay. Let me pull this up so you can see it, okay? No, I don't need that. Oh, come. Now you're going to take forever to load? I'm trying to find all my overlays. Uno, really? Okay. If the season were to end today... Okay, let me get this right. Okay, it is right. Season were to end today, this is what it would be, okay? Look at the first round matchup, all right? Jets, Blues, Golden Knights, Wild, Stars, Avalanche, Oilers, Kings. Okay, that's what the Western Conference would look like if the season were to end today. Don't mind what I'm doing. I have the East as well. Just give me 2 seconds and I'll get it over to you. Let me find the East, because I have it. Okay. Okay, so that's right. Okay, so you're going to see... Oops, you shouldn't see that. You don't need to see that. Oops. There you go. So this is the Eastern Conference. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, let me just fit this to screen then. And then... Okay. I will figure you out later. But anyway. Kopitar. Anderson for Kempe. Kings get it in the zone. Shots are 5-3 Boston. Zadorov plays it to Jokiharju. Oh, he tried to thread it along. Trying to get it to Beecher. Intercepted by Kuzmenko. In front, Kopitar for Kempe. He couldn't play it. Kopitar for Kuzmenko. Zadorov knocks him down. Jokiharju tied up there by Kopitar. Kuzmenko trying to spin off Zadorov. Former teammates in Vancouver. In front, broken up. Anderson's drive blocked by Beecher. Kopitar for Anderson. Over to Doughty. Waiting. Kuzmenko faking. Shooting. Wide. Jokiharju moves it ahead for Brown. Kemper leaves it for Anderson. For Doughty. 6.5 to go first period. Shots. It is tied at 1 here. And the score is 1-1. Shots are 5-3 Boston. Lohrei has it behind his own net. Throws it away. Fiala gets it back. Fiala tied up. Pastrnak deflects this out of the zone. Edmondson trying to get it back in. He does. Lohrei for Middlestat. Pastrnak in front for Husnudinov, just out of his reach. 3-on-2 the other way. Fiala has Byfield and Laferriere. Byfield across. Pass broken up by Husnudinov, who got a stick on it. Byfield. Laferriere. Gavrikov. Fiala shoots. Wide. Edmondson trying to chop at it. Can't. Byfield to Fiala. It's down to 5.5 to go. Kings will kind of turn up the pressure here on the Bruins. Laferriere. In for Byfield. In front for Fiala. Lohrei takes it away. And it's still in the zone. They keep it in. Laferriere kept it in, but the Kings are going to get a change. Peak for Wotherspoon. Ices the puck. So I can try to figure this out. Oh, okay. So, here is what the Eastern Conference would look like. So it would be as play starts, but I'll keep showing it on the screen for the moment. Doughty's got it, so you can read that for yourselves. Panthers, Ottawa, Capitals, Canadiens, Lightning, Leafs, and it would be Carolina, New Jersey. That is the current playoff bracket as of today. 4.5 to go first period. Puck comes to Philippe Danault. To the line, Lassell takes it away. Here is Zacha. Zacha rips it, shot blocked. Zacha plays it around. Puck comes to Jokiharju. Shovels it into Zacha down low. Trying to find Lassell in front. Could not. This is flipped back down. Jokiharju deflects it in, and we got ourselves another icing with under 4 minutes to play in the first. But yes, this is what it would be. Capitals, Canadiens, Panthers, Senators, Lightning, Leafs, Hurricanes, Devils. That is what the playoff format, that is what the playoffs would look like in the Eastern Conference if the season were to end today. I'll have that updated for every stream so you can see. So you can get a general idea. Zadorov, over to Yoki Haru. Reaches the red line, chips it to Letary. He guides it in. The Bruins have not had a shot on goal in a long time. Since like the first few minutes of the game. Clark tied up there by Koepke. If the Bruins miss the playoffs, we still stream some playoff games? No, I'm going to be... When the Bruins miss the playoffs, I'm going to take the rest of the season off. Well, at least I'll be finishing the rest of my semester. And then I'm going to be doing... Chance in front broken up for Hellenius. Turcotte put it wide. But my plan is that... rest of the semester, I'm going to be focusing on finishing up finals and Dean broadcasting and stuff. Gavrikov saves Swayman short side. And then when I get home, one Red Sox game a week. So I won't be really calling Stanley Cup playoff hockey. Although I will be watching. I'm just not going to be streaming. What's your major? Sports broadcasting? Yeah, it is. Kempe has Kuzmenko breaking. Kempe going to go around and a wraparound. Swayman, great save on Kempe. Oh my goodness, what a stop. Kuzmenko for Spence. Shoots. That goes wide of the net. Koepke gets this out of the zone. What a great save on the wraparound chance from Kempe by Swayman. You're a natural at it. I appreciate it. It's harder than you think. Patrick Brown gets it in. Both teams making changes. Especially when hockey is your first sport you like calling. So it's hard to keep up with. When you're calling slower sports, it's kind of harder to get pacing down. You'll be covering the draft. I'll be covering it over the Black and Gold Productions YouTube channel, I'm pretty sure. The links down to the channels down below in the description. Fiala. Doughty. Laferriere. Oh, Swayman. Great save on Laferriere by Jeremy Swayman. They go to commercial. They go to commercial break. Oh, nobody told me. I just heard somebody say that something was funny. Who knows if it was funny? I don't know. Hardest part about calling hockey games is keeping track where the puck is and remembering players' names. Okay, so do you want to know my honest thing on what's actually the hardest about calling hockey? It's remembering the players' names for the opposing team, right? I call the Bruins every game, so I know this team like the back of my hand. I don't have a cheat sheet in front of me for the Bruins, right? For the Kings or for any other team, yeah, I might have something out. Pronunciations, like remember last night, there was this guy in the Sharks, Muka Madulin. It took me 6 or 7 times on the air so far to pronounce his name correctly. So, keeping minimal dead air. No. Because if I'm calling a game for Dean, I can just, if there's nothing going on, like, if we're in between games, if we're in between, like, intermissions, or if we're in, like, halftime, or if there's, like, a timeout, I can send it to break. I can't do that here. I have to fill time. You know, that's where you guys come in, where you guys have your questions, you guys have your thoughts, and I read them during commercial breaks because it fills my time, so I'm not sitting here quiet for 2 minutes during a TV timeout, right? That's why I feed off the chat as much as you guys feed off me to hear about what's going on in the game, because, you know, I don't want to sit here, you know, silent for 2 minutes, which I've done before. I mean, I've done that here, but, like, I don't like to. It's difficult to enunciate certain names, and it's even hard to remember anyone. I can't even think them, let alone say them. Well, hold on a minute. Here's Fiala taking away from Zadorov. Here's Laferriere played past him. Yokoharu taken back by Byfield. Kings still possess the puck in the offensive zone. Fiala in front. Laferriere denied by Swayman again. He made a great save with the kick with the far side pad. Here is Anderson for Fiala, tied up there by Middlestat. Fiala walks in. Poke check. Zadorov gets it away. And it comes out. This will not be icing. We're now in the final minute of the first period. Broadcasting baseball is a challenge for a different reason. You have to fill in the lulls with something entertaining. Nobody was better at it than Vin Scully. Well, I'll be calling baseball this summer. So you can see a slower pace Sam calling a game. Chance in front for Trevor Lewis, broken up by Swayman. Here is Philip Deneau. In front, score! Warren Fogle. Kings have a 2-1 lead. Two-1 Kings. The Bruins are just standing there. They're stationary in their own zone. Lohrei and Peak are puck watching in that situation, man. Like, Lohrei's stick isn't even down on the ice. Not great. Should have stuck to forward. Bruins haven't had a shot on goal in about 13 minutes of play. In Fogel's 500th game. Makes it 2-1 LA in a milestone game for him. Good animation. Thank you to DJ for making all the goal graphics for this season. All the goal graphics you've seen on screen are thanks to him, including the Bruins one, but I edited it. So I put the Elmo and the Mario and the bear, but the actual animation itself he made. That'll do it for the first. How do you have time to stream Bruins hockey games at college homework? You know, it's you set time aside, right? You make sure that your work's done before you make sure your work's done before you start. Red Bull. I don't do energy drinks. I can't stand the sugary taste of energy drinks. What are the stats? So the first period, I got to update that. Give me 2 minutes. I'll have the stats for you. Actually, maybe not even 2 minutes. They were not great in the Bruins' favor, especially the shots on goal department. Yeah, no. Not good. Not good. They were off to a good start, and then they weren't. Face-offs were actually worse than I thought they were, but they were still good. What's the trick for trying to staying so focused the entire game? Being a broadcaster, you have to be locked in. That's if you're not locked in calling a game, the audience will know it, and that is the secret that I teach younger people that are getting into the business, because I am a director for broadcasting here at Dean. So I always tell people, we'll do a Q&A about broadcasting during the intermission. Let's just go through the stats. Kings lead 2-1 at the end of one. Shots 8-5 in favor of the Kings. Bruins won 57.9% of faceoffs. Kings won 42.1%. Both teams did not take a penalty in the first period. Hits were 11-2 Boston. Bruins blocked 2 shots. Kings blocked 1. Kings gave away the puck 8 times. Bruins gave it away 3 times. Kings took it away 3 times. Bruins took away 1 puck. Yeah, if you have any questions about broadcasting right now, shoot. Somebody who's in the industry, somebody who's breaking out in the business right now. I'm doing games for Dean, and I'm doing games for Salve, and I'm doing Salve Regina, and this and that, and oh my god. I'm entering. I'm gonna try to enter for the Jim Nance Award. That is for up and coming collegiate broadcasters. I'm gonna be entering that, and to try to see if I can get that award, which would get me a Will you forget us when you're rich and famous? No, I'll never forget my YouTube audience. I'll never forget YouTube. What is your least favorite and favorite part of broadcasting? Least favorite's the prep. You guys don't well, not for this really, but when I'm streaming, when I'm doing a game for Dean or Salve, I have to do prep. And that takes a long time to make. Your sheets, your boards, we call them, but your cheat sheets. Favorite part is actually doing it. I love just being in the element live, calling games, whether I'm doing play-by-play, color, pre-game, halftime, post-game, PA. I love it. You want to see what I actually have, what I actually get for use for games? You want to see it? Here we go. All right, so women's lacrosse. Women's lacrosse, it was Dean against UMass Boston. This was a couple weeks ago. Cheat sheets. I'll show you what I actually do. Give me 2 seconds. I'll actually show you my what am I doing here? Oops. Oh, it didn't want to work, huh? Okay, hold on. 2 seconds, chat. See if I can show you. No, it won't want to work. Okay, well, anyway. So this is what I use. So this is Dean's women's lacrosse team, okay? Number, the name, their hometown and year. So let's take, for example, this is 0, right? Alicia Caldera. So she's a junior from West Bridgewater, Mass. She's an attacker, so she's like a forward for those who don't understand lacrosse. She's 5'3", so I like to say she's the 5'3" junior out of West Bridgewater, Mass. She's a bio major. She was a part of the conference all-academic team last year, and she was on the all-sportsmanship team across the Great Northeast Athletic Conference, which is the conference Dean's in for most of their what's it called? Their sports. I also go to the team website. This was their stats as of March 1st, the last time I called a game for women's lacrosse. All their stats. Individual stats, team stats, goals per game, averages. Have these out in front of me. I'm holding it like this. And now here's a chance goal for who's on the team? Haley Gaunt. Just like that. I have it in front of me. And I do the same for the other team. This is UMass Boston's team. Same thing. And also the circles on the side, those are starting lineups. Those are the actual starters. So that's how you do it. That's how I do it. If it were possible, who's a commentator you'd love to step in for? I would have loved to have been Jack Edwards' successor in the booth for broadcasting Bruins games on Nesson. That would have been great. But currently, love to do Red Sox games on Nesson too. I feel like they need a fresh face in the booth. Maybe I would be the guy to do it. Do you ever interview players, and is that hard to do? At Dean, no, it's not. It's not hard. Post-game interviews, my rule of thumb is if they win, you get an interview. If they lose, don't. Try to get an interview if they win. And I just bring them over. I bring them over. Either I hand them off a headset or I hand them off a handheld microphone, and and I ask them a couple of questions like, "Hey, how was the game? You know, did you let's say for example, if I'm calling a game for UMass Boston, and let's say Hannah Rich, just name I read off here. Hi Hannah, if you're watching. I don't know you. Let's say she had a really good game, right? Hey Hannah, you know, you had 4 goals today. How does it feel knowing you were, you know, a big part of the team's win today? She answers, gives a great question. I go, you know, what was your mindset coming into this game against Dean, who had one of the better, who beat you guys last year on this very field? You know, how did it feel knowing you came out with a victory today and got some revenge from last year? Asking those good hard-hitting questions sometimes help out. You know? And also sometimes if it's somebody you know, you can ask a funny question like, "Hey, what's the post-game routine like? Are you going to go get something to eat? Are you going to go, you know, are you going to go in the ice bath? Are you going to go get massage?" You know, you ask some funny questions too. So, if the Washington Capitals offer you to be a broadcaster, would you accept or decline it? I'd accept it. What? I know I'm a Bruins fan, but come on. If an NHL team offered me to go be the broadcaster of the NHL, of that team, I'd go call the team. I'd go fly out there myself. You know? If the Utah Hockey Club needed a broadcaster, I'd move to Utah. You know what I mean? Like, sorry. Not trying to be in the industry to be a YouTube broadcaster, trying to be in the industry to make it to be a professional, legitimate broadcaster. So, I would accept the Capitals offer because you could call Ovechkin's goals, which would be cool. I'm really hoping he doesn't have the chance to break the record or tie the record against the Bruins. Really hoping that, because they play each other. We play the Capitals next Tuesday, so. We better break it versus the Bruins. I don't want to have to call that goal. Who's an NHL team aside from Boston or LA you'd love to call? I'm open to any team. Preferably still in the United States. But I'm open to any team. So fun to see you call that. Thanks. That would break my heart. I've already had to call Bedard's first goal. Would not want to have to call Ovechkin's, 895th goal. No thanks. Kraken will be a good one for Sam to call. Oh yeah, I like the Kraken. Yeah. Any other broadcasting questions you guys have, like how I actually do it? I'm willing to answer stuff. I'm an open book. I'm a straight shooter. The Predators of the Lightning. Guys, I am open to calling any NHL team in the United States. Anyone. Any NHL team. Does not matter who it is. I'm open to calling anybody. Even the Florida Panthers. I know it's like, but it's a sore subject. But literally, if the job was there, I could have done it. Do you take time to practice players' names? If it's a hard one, sure. You know what? Sometimes when I'm doing a game for Dean, sometimes the opponent, Dean always has a pronunciation sheet for players' names, so we actually know how to say it. We sometimes get one from the other team, not 100% of the time. It should be an NCAA standard, that it should be a sports standard that if there's going to be a broadcast or a PA of some sort, that you need to provide a pronunciation sheet so we don't sound like complete idiots, because I got an email saying that I pronounced a name so wrong for doing a game last year that the player wanted to take action, and I had to call them and say, no, How did you come up with those quotes like I'm blind, I'm dumb, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref, and just what the doctor ordered? So sometimes you emulate other broadcasters. I didn't come up with those quotes. I didn't come up with those. Those were not something that I came up with. At least to my knowledge. I might have come up with just what the doctor ordered. I think I've heard that before. But I've heard, I'm like, I just, I listen to my favorites and emulate them. And that's what everybody does. Every broadcaster does it. Everyone does it. You ask any broadcaster on campus here at Dean, and they'll tell you that they sometimes emulate their favorites. Like, Grant has told me multiple occasions that he likes emulating Kevin Harlan when he does play-by-play. I have been called the John Fanta of Dean College. For those who don't know who John Fanta is, he's a collegiate broadcaster who does so much. So, I took it as a compliment. Have you ever been to any other NHL games besides the Bruins? No, I have not. I was going to, but I didn't. I've been to a PWHL game, though. Did you ever listen to Doc Emmerich? Man, I grew up on Doc Emmerich. I grew up on him near the end of his career. He's one of my idols in broadcasting. He was one of my idols. When did you know you wanted to pursue your broadcasting career? Oof. I mean, a little, when I was younger, I, wanted to. But I knew I wanted to take it seriously once I got here. Once I got here to Dean, I knew I could make something out of this, and I'm working on doing that right now. So, what is something valuable that you've learned during your broadcasting class at Dean? Oh, man. I think the hardest lesson that you'll learn is that broadcasting, you're going to miss birthdays, you're going to miss holidays, anniversaries, weekends, weddings, all of the above. Weekends and holidays are where everybody's sitting at home. Nope, not us. Nope. I work. That's when we're at work. Is at night. Everybody comes home. Everybody has their 9-to-5 job, and I'm home, right? So I don't learn. Yeah, I don't learn, guys. Sorry. How much inspiration did you take your calls from Fred Cusick? Not a ton. I don't listen to a lot of Fred Cusick. I never really went back and listened to stuff, but I know he was great. The passion is there that Fred Cusick had. But I don't really emulate him. I really emulate Jack Edwards, Emmerich, Jack, Gary Thorne, Don Arcello. That's who I like to emulate. Oh, speaking of Jack Edwards, it's his birthday tomorrow. Brick called him a fossil. He is. Oops. Away in period 2. How old is Jack turning? I think he's in his 60s. So. Kempe dumps in. Kopitar plays it around. I got a cameo from Jack Edwards, for those who are wondering. I got some really valuable advice from him, so it was really cool. I got it for Christmas. My mom got it for me, and it was really cool to, you know, hear him give some advice, and so thank you to Jack for doing that. Middlestat around for Yokoharu. Middlestat controls out top, fires it on net. Shot goes wide. Maybe I'll play it on stream one day. Kuzmenko. I'm not going to show you the video, but I might show you. I might play some of the audio one day. As the puck went up to the Kings bench, up and out of play. He gave me some valuable advice on how to get into the business, and it was really nice to hear him say that, you know. Have you ever been to NBA games? I have. I've been to a few Celtics games in my day. I haven't gone in a long time. I just kind of fell out of love with basketball. I only really watch the Celtics when they're on. Like, I don't, like, go out of my way to watch it. It's only if they happen to be on, I'll watch it. Or, you know, here's Pastrnak with Zadorov 2-on-2. Husnudinov coming. He leaves it for Zadorov. Skating along the blue line. Into Middlestat. Tied up there by Deneau. This puck comes all the way back down. Icing here against LA. No one will ever be able to match Jack energy and love for the Bruins. I try, man. I try to do that. I try as much as I can to do so. But I can't. But I try to. Zacha against Philip Deneau. Zacha wins it. Callahan shot wide. Rebound. Zacha gets it free. Zacha now on the near side. Drops it. Callahan. Lascelles back to Callahan. He knuckles one on net. Goes over the net. Nowhere near the same, though. No, I know it's not. Zacha's shot blocked. Lascelles trying to keep it in. He does. Zacha keeps it just inside the line. Geeky's all alone in front. Geeky scores. Morgan Geeky. What a play by Zacha. Breaking out the clear out attempt, and Geeky makes it 2-2. What a job by Zacha. It's 2-2. The Geek Squad comes through, and that is his 25th of the season. Great job. Did Fabian Lascelles get an assist on that? He might have. We'll check. No, he won't. Oh, yeah, no, I don't think he will because the Kings had possession before that, right? Yeah. It would be Lascelles' first point if he were to get an assist on it. But I don't think he will because the Kings took possession. Then Zacha got it back. Then fed Geeky for the goal. Gavrikov, Byfield. Swayman gobbles it up. Okay. That'll be Geeky from Zacha. Yeah, Zacha with a great play, keeping it just inside the line. Geeky's got a goal in 3 of his last 4. Lascelles look fine out there? I think he looks fine. He looks... He hasn't been eye-popping, but I think he's looked fine. I have no issues with him being out there. Lindholm for Koepke. Bruins enter the zone. Koepke looking in front for Lettieri. Just went past him. So Lindholm and Geekie, the Bruins goal scorers tonight. For the Kings, Kopitar and Foegele. Laferriere gets it around Zadorov. Jokiharju takes it away from him. Moves it ahead. Spence keeps it at the line. Gavrikov shoots. Swayman again, the great stop there on Gavrikov. What's that? Sam's definitely closest to Jack, but still nowhere near. Oh yeah, no, I'm even going to admit that I'm nowhere near Jack's energy, but I think I still bring a decent, you know, I bring it, but I'm nowhere near Jack. Jack is just unhinged. He's just on a different level, man. Kopitar against Brown, fourth line against top line. Face-off won by the Kings. Here is Brandt Clark spinning back against Brown. Edmondson shoots. Knocked down in traffic. Kempe misses wide on that shot. Kempe for Brandt Clark, far point. Kopitar, good rotation from LA. Kempe for Edmondson. Kuzmenko to the line. Clark. Kuzmenko spinning back against Brown. Sauce pass over to Kempe, spinning. Brown, the Bruins' fourth line's defending for the moment. Pass broken up by Lauko. Chips it ahead. Brown chops it out of the zone of the neutral zone. Kempe plays it over at Edmondson. The Bruins will get a partial change. Clark ahead. We have an icing here against LA. Sam just needs more time. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm really trying to work out the voice cracks out of my voice, which is why, I don't think I have had a ton of voice cracks recently, because the voice crack I remember the most recently was the Zacha goal to make it 3-2 against Florida. You know, that's the last time I remember voice cracking at a goal. I'm trying to work that out of my voice. Maybe I need to go get some voice lessons on, you know, getting the voice cracks out of my voice. You know. Peak for Pastrnak entering the zone. He spins back. Trying to play it back to Peak, and Lewis takes it away. Kings dump it in the zone. Middlestat tied up. Puck comes to Lohrei. He'll get it by Trevor Lewis. Pastrnak just played it past Husnudinov. Kings get this out. Peak for Lohrei. Here is Danault for Doughty. Foegele. Turcotte plays it into Doughty, who's down low. Husnudinov tying him up. Middlestat flips it into the neutral zone and out. Anderson's got it in his own end. Bruins have 2 goals on 6 shots. Kings have 2 goals on 10 shots. Jeannot's shot blocked by Zacha, who lifted his stick and then did not get a clean shot away there. Here is Lascelles. He has some speed. He has Geekie to his left. Lascelles enters the zone onside. Lascelles shoots. Saved by Kemper. What's up, Rasbobo? How are you? Only 5 players have... oh, no. Hopefully you're feeling better, Chiefs fan from Australia. Hopefully you're feeling better. Lascelles' shot just goes wide of the net. Lascelles was looking for that rip off the one-timer. He had a great shot away, too. So just missed the net. He had him beat if he went that side. If he put that on net, that's a goal. Geekie for Lascelles takes a shot. That goes out of play. Hopefully you're feeling better. Very sick, not slept, been up since 3 a.m. Well, what time is it in Australia? What time is it in Launceston, Australia?
In Launceston, Australia, it's
1:13 in the... Oh, man, you've been up for hours? Ugh. Lettieri trying to get it in front, broken up. Koepke to the line. Zadorov left point, takes a shot, hit Lettieri in front. Well, a day ahead in Australia. Well, I knew that. I just didn't know exactly what time it was. I knew they were hours ahead of us. Fiala spins back. In front. Oh, boy. Zadorov put it right off of Lettieri's skate. Fiala takes it away for LA. Spins back. Edmondson, slap shot deflected. And it goes out of play. They go to commercial. A day ahead and they still don't warn us about disasters. It's funny. Celtics won today. Yeah, they beat Portland by 13 today. Just going to update the scoreboard. Carolina leading 3-1 in the third over Carolina. 3-1 Vegas in the third against Tampa. Michigan State better beat New Mexico. That was my pick to win the tournament. You put 13K on the Kings money line. That was not smart. What was your payout if the Kings won? If your bet hits, what would you win? That's my first question. What's up, Stassi? How are you? Brown will take this draw against Kopitar. Kopitar wins it. Kuzmenko couldn't get a shot away. Beecher lifted his stick. Anderson shot, saves Swayman, rebound in front. Lauko will carry this ahead to center. Lauko will get it across the Kings line, gets it in deep. Payout is $10,300. So you put $13,000 on the Kings to only get a payout of $10,300? What? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Or is it 1.3K that you put? 1,300 instead of 13,000. Why would you do that bet if you're losing money in the payout? You know? Brown dumps in the zone. The Bruins are going to change. Lauko plays it around the net. Kings get it back. Kopitar across the Bruins line. Drops it. Kuzmenko shoots. Swayman, great save. Still playing around the ChatGPT Winter Class with the Caps, Bruins, and Orioles Park in Camden Yards. I'm sending what that jersey looks like. Oh, God, Stassi. Feeling a little better? Good, good, good. Some sleep, some medicine. Deneau shot blocked, rebound in front, cleared away. Spence, Gavrikov, shot, save, rebound in front. Bruins get it away. It's Lohrei. Can't. Oh, the Kings holding in. Chance in front. Puck goes wide of the net. Lohrei for Middlestat. Peak for Lindholm. He tried to get it in. He couldn't. Cleanly. Lewis just off his stick. Gavrikov flips this down. We have an icing. You sent it? Oh my lord. That jersey is gorgeous. I'll show you during the next commercial break. Yo. That jersey is gorgeous. Are there any cup winners on this Kings team? Kopitar and Doughty. They were on the 2012 Kings team. And 2014. Hellenius will carry it to center. He'll dump in the zone, gets it past Geeky, who just got the Bruins game-tying goal earlier in the period. Yokoharu. Zaka for Lascelles. Puck comes out. Zaka for Yokoharu. Carries it to the red line, dumps in. Are they calling icing? Sending this to myself and MacBook. I need to show chat this. You'll see that during the next TV timeout. Oh my. Oops. Geeky against Byfield. Yokoharu, I guess, iced the puck. I didn't think he did. Anderson shot, save, Swayman, rebound. Doughty scores! And Wotherspoon is pissed off at the official right now. Rightfully so. Drew Doughty, 3-2 LA. And they are yelling at the official right now. He was way ahead of the red line when he dumped it in. They called it icing. It was not icing. It was not. They can't challenge that. I'll take it. Exotic, it's not the right mindset to have, man. I'm sorry. It's just not. Kepke's shot goes wide. Lindholm in front. Kepke plays it around. I don't agree with intentionally cheering for your team to lose. It's not... You're going to start hating the Bruins if you do that. Lettieri taken down. We have our first penalty of the game. Makeup call. Bruins get a power play for the first time. It's going to be on Anderson for tripping. Geeky, Lindholm, Lettieri. What in the... Wait a minute. Did I just read that? No, okay. I'm crazy. It's the same unit. Geeky, Lindholm, Pasternak, Lettieri. No. Geeky, Lindholm, Middlestat, Pasternak, Lohrei. That's what the power play unit is. Oh my god. Lohrei at the near point. Shoots. Wide on the net. Edmondson clears it out to center. I'm just a realist. I don't know, man. Middlestat saved the rebound. Kept in by Lohrei. Pasternak. Middlestat. Puck played past Pasternak. Comes all the way back down. Lohrei drops it for Middlestat. Enters the zone. Gets it by a couple defenders. Lohrei. Geeky. In front for Lindholm. He couldn't get the stick on it. Got deflected. Middlestat throws it cross corner. There's no real chance of winning anything this year. But that doesn't mean you should start cheering for the team to lose. Like I don't understand that idea. I don't understand the ideology. Pasternak drops it for Lohrei. Pasternak over to Middlestat. Lettieri. Zacha. Middlestat in front. Lettieri save. Rebound. Middlestat gets it back. Pasternak save. Kemper. They're wanting a better pick. I mean, I want a better pick, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go out and intentionally cheer for my team to lose. You know? Like, I'm on the ideology of, if they lose, fine, it helps the Bruins in the long run, but if they win, I'm fine with it because I like to see my team win. Jokiharju dumps in, final seconds of the power play here. Lascelles plays it out top. Jokiharju shot wide. Lettieri knocked down by Anderson, who is out of the box. Fogle. Poke check by Jokiharju. Fiala. Oh, good poke check by Zadorov. But Fiala gets it back. Lettieri. Dumps in the zone. Anderson ahead for Fiala. Thrown off the puck by Wotherspoon. Laferriere. Played around the net. Now Doughty's got on the near side wall. Fiala bumped into by Wotherspoon. Puck comes to the line. Mikey Anderson. In for Fiala. In front. No one there. Puck comes out. Lauko battling with Anderson. Kemper comes way out of his net. Moves it ahead. Kings have a 3-on-2. Fiala shot wide. Lauko gets it out to center. Callahan for Wotherspoon. Lauko deflects in. Doughty over to Clark. We have an icing against LA. Red Sox season opener Thursday. I am so excited. I am watching baseball all day Thursday. 4:05 start. I am pumped. I am pumped for Thursday's Red Sox Rangers game. I am excited to watch actual good Boston sports, hopefully. Middlestat against Hellenius. Out there with Pasternak and Husnudinov. Okay, the Bruins win the draw and they blow it dead. And now Husnudinov starting shit with, is that Jeannot? When is the home opener? Friday, April 4th. I'm going to the Sunday game of that weekend series. The Bruins play that night, so I'm not going to be streaming, but Middlestat against Hellenius. Hellenius wins it. Clark flips it out of the zone. Peak gloves it down, trying to get it ahead. Jeannot. Pasternak grabs it, trying to thread it over to Husnudinov. Taken away there by Hellenius. It's going to be an icing. Let me check Discord. Husnudinov again talking with Hellenius. What now? Oh. It's like a It's like a military jersey or something like that. That's cool. Middlestat against Hellenius. Middlestat wins the draw, but the Kings get possession. Middlestat, good checking. Puck just comes out of the zone. I mean, whatever happened to that Will kid? Must be his bedtime. Yeah, these West Coast trips, they're brutal. I expect everybody to be back in stream as normal Saturday for the Red Wings game. It's an 8 o'clock start, so... Edmondson for Jeannot. Trying to work his way in front. Peak knocks into him. Here is Turcotte. Saves Swayman. There's a lot of things happening right now. Middlestat moves it ahead. Pastrnak. Middlestat breaking to the front. Pastrnak in front. Middlestat couldn't get the pass. Was intercepted. We've got to have a penalty here. Hustadinov's helmet got ripped off. We got to have a penalty on Kemper here. Gotta be. Oh, Swayman came out to center. Here we go. Swayman drops the gloves. Swayman's going to go with Kemper. Swayman's going with Kemper. And the referees broke it up. Oh, come on. Come on! Swayman came out to center and wanted Kemper, and he's pointing at him. Oh, come on! We could have had a goalie duel. Let them go! Let them go! Come on! Let them go! Swayman wanted him. Come on! That's a lot of crap. Swayman wanted Kemper. Swayman came out to the neutral zone, and Kemper challenged him. Boo! Refs, y'all suck. Y'all suck. I was thinking how they're going to assess this. So Swayman got a penalty for leaving the crease. Kemper got a penalty for leaving the crease and removing the player's helmet. But then Husnudinov got a penalty for interference. He got thrown into the net. What do you want him to do there? I don't understand that Husnudinov call. That Husnudinov thing doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know. I don't know if that's just me, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. Hustadinov got thrown in to Kemper from what they were saying. It should be a Bruins power play right now. Should we play even? Are we 5-on-5? Is that what we're doing here? Or are we 4-on-4? Even. We should be. So let's see. Hustadinov shoved into Kemper. Kemper yanks him back, pulls the helmet off. Right? I think we're 4-on-4. Nope, we're 5-on-5. Lettieri's in the box for Boston to serve Swayman's penalty. We're 5-on-5. Zacha dumps it, and Lascelles gets it in the zone. Geeky gets it in the zone. Kempe takes it away. Kuzmenko knocked down by Yoki Haru. Hand pass. Oh, man. That's so lame, not letting them fight. So lame. Scoreboard had a penalty clock. It's hard to control. There's one that I could pay for that would give me it, but it's like $30 a month, and I'm not willing to do that. They don't pay $30 for that. Yeah. They don't even have 4-on-4 on there either, so what's your point? Yeah, the power plays end at the power plays end automatically after 2 minutes, but like Lindholm, Koepke, Pasternak right now. It's because Lettieri's in the box. Lindholm against Danault. What's up, LMC show? Lindholm loses the draw to Danault. Doughty plays it around. Lohrei keeps it in. Doughty flips this ahead. Dumped in by Foegele. Here is Peak. Tied up there by Trevor Lewis. Doughty. Anderson shoots. Goes wide. That was interference. Swayman got interfered with by Foegele. No call. Danault. Lewis' shot blocked by Peak. Lohrei tied up there by Foegele. Going interference on that. Yeah, there was none. There should have been. There was none called. Foegele in front, broken up. Trevor Lewis. Clark spinning off a Koepke. In front, Pasternak takes it away, turns it over. Oh no, but Fiala fell over. Kings had too many men. Pasternak through the legs. What a move! Saved by Kemper. The Kings had like 6 or 7 guys skating towards the puck. Why are there no calls happening now? Geeky. The Kings had 6 or 7 guys out there. No reason why that shouldn't have been called. Come on, refs. You wouldn't let Swayman and Kemper fight, but you're not going to call too many men when it's blatant? Lascelles takes it away. He turns it over. Oh, boy. That's going to get him sent down after this road trip. Here's Laferriere. They find any reason to send a guy down, by the way. Byfield. Callahan. Laferriere shot blocked. Here is Lascelles. Chips it over to Geekie. Threads it to Lascelles. Wrap around. It goes across the goal mouth wide. Jokiharju fakes the shot. Jokiharju. Zadorov now the point. Zadorov waiting. Lascelles covering for him at the point. Cutting. Keeping possession here. Jokiharju shot blocked by Spence. Puck bounces out. Zadorov. Lauko has Brown cutting to the front. I'd rather have a traffic cone. Brown tied up there by Gavrikov. Kopitar and Spence tie up the puck and take it away. Puck moved ahead. This is Kempe first. No icing. Kempe. Kuzmenko scores from a ridiculous angle. Man, the Kings are being handed this game right now. It helps the Bruins in the long run, but man, they're being handed it. They're being handed this game on a silver platter. Kuzmenko makes it 4-2 LA. And Swayman is upset at the officiating right now. And I am upset too. Like, where is the penalty for too many men there? That's got to be called every time, guys. They had 6 or 7 guys skating towards the puck. It's 4-2 LA. Here is Kopitar, poke checked. Kuzmenko takes it away, spins back against Peak. Kempe looking for a line hat trick there. Kuzmenko and Kopitar have one. Kempe would complete the line hat trick. Kempe takes it away. Kuzmenko spinning back against Peak to the line. Anderson shot wide. Now Middlestat. Trying to get it across the line. Puck comes to Pasternak, keeping it in. Pasternak feeds Middlestat. Middlestat, Pasternak blocked in front. I think Kemper may have got a piece. Pasternak and Middlestat tie up Fogle. Zacha. Trying to get it to Pasternak, and Doughty takes it away. Puck flipped to the line. Zacha trying to hold it in, can't. The lights are just randomly changing blue, and they're being turned down. Am I being possessed by a demon in the room? Are we being possessed by the ghost of the ghost of the LA Kings past? The ghost of goalie fights are coming to haunt us right now. Zacha battling Lewis and Dano ahead for Fogle. Yeah, do you guys see that? The lights, like, I have a remote. They don't change automatically. I haven't even been able to set up Bluetooth on my phone for the lights in the room. Under a minute to go in the second period, Bruins are down 2. In a game that 2 of these goals in the second period should not have happened due to poor officiating. Fiala, Geekie takes it away. Sends it ahead for Lettieri, has Lindholm. Lettieri takes a bump, gets it in deep. Kings flip this down. This is going to roll right in on Swayman. Icing with 15.3. You think Sam's dorm room's haunted? It is. This is not the first time this has happened. Utah coming for you? What did I do? I didn't make fun of Utah, did I? Lindholm, Pasternak, Hustadinov, Zadorov, Jokiharju for the Bruins. Oh, come on. He won that clean, ref. Lindholm wins it. Pastrnak off the draw, blocked. This puck was he was trying to feed Fiala and he couldn't. Zadorov put that up into the Kings bench with 8 seconds left. Utah's close to getting a permanent name. I hear it's the Mammoth. They can't use the Yetis, it's copyrighted, but I hear it's the Mammoth. We'll see if that actually is. I don't know. Byfield wins it. Yetis would be a better name. They can't. It's copyrighted. That'll do it for the second period. That puck hit the Jumbotron. It took a weird bounce. Thank you to Tony B for the sub. I appreciate you. Thank you. Vegas is about to beat Tampa. That game is about to go final. Carolina beats Anaheim 5-2. That game has gone final in Anaheim. What has he copyrighted? The Yeti brand. Here, I'll show you. I don't know how to describe it, but you know what I'm talking about. The minute I show you, you'll see it. The coolers. These things. They can't copyright them because of that. Nothing to do with sports. It's the rule. Not by the Yeti. Cool. The company does not deserve any money after not. Well, that's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's you blame the blame the federal government for that, because that's the trademark licensing part of the government. They control all that stuff, so it's first come first serve for that. So it's kind of whatever. It's not Yeti the company's fault. It's not Utah's fault. It's blame the government. Blame the trade marketing system. Blame the trademarking wherever that's from. So, Tampa scored a goal with 5 seconds left, so that game's gone final. 4-2 Vegas, the final out in Vegas. Utah Raptors would have been the perfect name because of dinosaur. They can't do that. Call yourself Utah Yeti. Nope. No. Anything with the word Yeti, they can't copyright. They can't. Them's the rules. Whether you agree or not. Them's the rules. Too bad Toronto took the name. Yeah. Utah Raptors would be pretty cool. Not even modified spelling it yet. No, they catch you. They catch you. The plural form also go against copyright. It's because you can't say your first goal is a Yeti. The first goal is a Yeti. You know, like you don't call a player a Bruins. You call him a Bruin. So it's the plural. You can't. Sorry, it's hard. It's difficult. I understand. You just can't. It would be too much to get around. So, they have their name selected, I guess. So, let's see what they decide. I think it's the Mammoth. Don't quote me on it. take a look at stats through 2. Shots are 16 to 12 in favor of the Kings. Kings won 51.2% of the faceoffs of the first 40 minutes at 22 of 43. Bruins have had the only power play. 0 for 1. Kings do not have a power play, yet they have more penalty minutes, 6 minutes compared to 4. Bruins have 20 hits compared to the Kings' 9. Kings block 9 shots. Bruins have blocked 3. Bruins have 8 giveaways. Kings have 13. Kings have 3 takeaways. Bruins have 2. So, how was Yeti named as a finalist for the team name if they can't use it? It was never a... Well, I think they tried. And the licensing and trademark said, no, you can't. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, they said no. So they tried, but they said no. So. How long has it been since a Bruins goalie fight? The Price Thomas fight in 2011 with Tim Thomas fought Carey Price at a Bruins Canadians game. That's the last one I remember. There might have been one before, but from sooner than that. But I know Olmark tried to fight Kachuk a couple years ago, but that's one thing. Swayman tried it's when 2 goalies try fighting. You know. Buying any more Yeti's product. It's not the Yeti company fault. It's not. Blame the government. Don't blame the company. The company has nothing to do with that. They got the trademark first because they're the first company. It's not their fault. You think we're going to come back in the third? I don't know. Bruins, in their long history, have only had 4 players whose last name started with the letter Y. Can you name any of them? Ooh. I can name a Red Sox, Kevin Youkilis. Man, I don't know. The Bruins did not lose. There's one more period. Oh, there was a player on the 08 Bruins. What's his name? What's his name? Don't worry about this. This is just a scabbed over pimple. Ooh, is it scabbed? Hold on a minute. Stefan Yell. Yell. Yelle. Yell's one of them. Was there a guy named York on the Bruins? It is bleeding. Oh, I have a bloody pimple right now, chat. Did you love it? I have a bloody pimple right now. This is just great. Really embarrassing. I'll pull up Sam on the IR. 2 seconds, chat. Here is the AI Bruins Look at that, chat. While I clean myself up here. Ugh. Ew, no, I like these. I like them a lot. I think they're gorgeous. I don't like the cause of Boston on the bottom. I don't like that. But the Boston itself, I think it looks great. Okay, chat. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and see if I can clean this up because it's bleeding. So hold on a minute. I don't think I've ever bled on stream before. If I have, I don't remember the last time I did. I'm gonna take a quick break. Bruins are down 2, going to the 3rd period. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna go get myself situated, and I'll be back in a minute. Back, chat. It's still there, but I think I tried it out for the most part. Coming down for repairs. Yeah, guys, I'm on the 10-day IL. Nope, I didn't get it all out. Come on, man. Damn. Just the scab popped and when I was talking. I felt it. So that scabbed over and it popped. And I was talking. I was like this and it popped. So I just gotta hope that it dries out. Hate having pimples, guys. See you later, Eagles. Have a good night. That's what are the worst, especially when they're on your back. Oh my god, you have no idea. Apparently they came out with this acne spray for your back. My mom got it for me. See if I can see if I can find it. I think it's over here. Oh yeah, it fell. Here. It's by this brand, Panoxyl. Acne banishing body spray, and you can spray it on your back and it kills the acne. It dries it out. It tingles and it hurts for like 5 minutes, but then it dries it out. Do it right after a shower when your back's still a little damp. It's your best friend. Trust me. It'll sting and it'll feel like dry skin on your back. Take your towel after like 10 minutes and just go down your back and just get all the dead skin off. True. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? A little bit of it. Ooh, it stings because it stings so bad. Oh. But I so needed it. Oh my lord. It stings when you first put it on, especially if it's sensitive. Oh, it hurts. But man, it is gonna be a lifesaver eventually. John Graham? Yes, John Graham. I know that name. So, third period about to start. I already feel it drying out. It's great. Kopitar can't be around the net, possessing. Kings going from Right to left in home blacks. Bruins going from left to right in the road whites. Edmondson out top. Left point shot tipped wide by Kuzmenko, who's got a goal tonight. Clark. Shot by Edmondson. Glove saved by Swayman, who almost fought Kemper in the second period. Thank you, Glowing Walrus, for the W stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. Refs need to be jumped after this game for stopping the goalie fight. They should be suspended and fined for that. Not even kidding. Stopping a goalie fight is a fireable offense. Criminal behavior, in my personal opinion. Brown wins the draw against Kopitar. Nice face-off, went clean too. Yogi Haru kept in by Fiala. That's Byfield, not Kopitar. Sorry, Byfield. In front, pass goes wide. So pissed. So am I. I want to see it, man. Zadorov knocked down Fiala. Lauko flips it in the zone. Gavrikov, puck moved along. Lauko trying to find Brown in front. Couldn't. Fiala. Lauko takes it. Lauko shoots. Short side. Misses wide. Good try by Lauko. So we had a goalie fight. Almost dead. Almost dead. Almost dead. Doesn't beat Waz fight with Osgood. Oh, yeah, that's a classic. Or the late Ray Emery fighting, was that Braden Holtby? Wotherspoon for Husnudinov, trying to get it to Pasternak. Fogle gets it into the Bruins end. Wotherspoon. Over to Callahan, over to Middlestat. What up, Sam? Keegan. Callahan plays it around the net. Deneau plays it past Husnudinov. Doughty moves it ahead. This is going to be icing. Against LA. .202 into the third period. And counting. Lorai for Zaka. Ahead for Lysell. Gets it in the zone. Geeky against Anderson. Doughty moves it ahead for Kempe. Kings have a 2-on-2. A third man coming. Kempe looking to the front. Lorai the poke check. Kuzmenko for Kempe. Puck played past him. Here comes Lysell. Lysell trying to move it ahead. He can't beat Kempe. Edmondson takes it back and plays it in behind his own net. Dangerous bounce. Pasta got hit at center ice with puck nowhere close. Is that what happened? Okay. Well, I want to see a replay before I make a judgment because I just didn't see it. I don't know. You know. Zadorov spins back. Bruins are making a change. Zadorov will cross the line with it. Keeps possession. In front for Lettieri, couldn't get a deflection off. Zadorov's underrated at moving the puck up the ice in transition. Man, that's probably one of his better qualities. Lettieri gets it in the zone. Kemper for Gavrikov. Lindholm moves it along. Lettieri, Kepke to the line. Wotherspoon takes a shot, kick, save, rebound, Juicy in front. Kepke kicks it along, trying to get it to Lettieri. Taken back by Spence. Kings get this out to center. It's on the corner of the camera when they're going to the ozone and pasta shift. Oh, okay. I didn't see it. If they show a replay of it, then I'll see it. Or if I see it later, I'll let you know. Wotherspoon for Patrick Brown. Gets it in deep. Doughty pressured by Wotherspoon. And now here comes Laferriere, deflected by Beecher, who got back. Now Byfield walks in, scores. Quentin Byfield, 5-2 LA. Oh boy. Quentin Byfield having a hell of a season, and it's 5-2 LA off a great shot off the rush. Wotherspoon was way up in the play. Peak was the only man back, and Byfield buried it on Swayman, 5-2 LA. Puck comes out of the zone. Doughty dumps in. Lohrei tied up there by Donnell. Pasternak will get this away. Lohrei dumps in on... It's not icing yet. The one from Jokiharju wasn't earlier. Anyway, I'm still salty about that. That's all I can say, to be honest. Yeah. No icing. Laferriere beats Jokiharju. Laferriere to the line. Pasternak takes it away. Has Husnudinov behind him. So does Mittelstadt. Pasternak gets thrown off the puck by Brant Clark. Kings get this out. This will come back down. Swayman has to play it. No icing. Jokiharju glove down by Laferriere. Turnover. Byfield has a man in front. Trying to find Fiala backdoor. Geeky takes it away. He has Lassell to his left. Here comes Lassell. Lassell shoots wide. I really hope Lassell doesn't score against the Ducks on Wednesday. I really want to call his first goal, and I won't be live Wednesday. Geeky. Here is Lassell trying to find Zacha in front. Got knocked down. Was Byfield by Lassell. Wotherspoon. Byfield takes it back from Lassell. Lassell the stick lift. Gets it to Zacha. Geeky shot blocked. Geeky in front. Drops it. Callahan. What is Geeky doing? Lassell. Zacha. Puck is popped up and in behind the net. Geeky plays it around. Wotherspoon at the point. Callahan shoots. Wide of the net. He was looking for his first NHL goal. Wotherspoon. Oh, hey! We got a penalty here. And it's on Morgan Geeky. Geeky was on his backhand, so he passed it. Take the backhand shot. You have a clear chance at the net. Shoot the puck. If it doesn't go in, so be it. The season's pretty much a wash anyway. At least give yourselves a chance, right? At least look like you're trying. Bruins have 190 goals this season. I fear they may not get 200. How much time? How many games they have left after tonight? Right. This is what, game 72 for them. Game 70. Oh, they'll get to 200. They'll get to 200. How many penalty minutes does Geeky have? I feel like he's hardly ever in the box. I can look that up for you. It appears Michigan State won. They won't. Who knows? Penalty minutes? Geeky has 22. 20. This game number 72 tonight? It is? Oh, I read the points wrong. Sorry. Points. This is 72. Yeah, okay, then maybe not. If they get 4 goals in a game somehow, then maybe. I was reading the points, not the games played. That's my bad. What was the main reason we were so good in 2022? Look at the team. Look at the damn team. Look at the team they had that year. Wait a minute. I did say 4-on-4. They called Clark for interference. It's 4-on-4. Wow, they didn't call Geeky for they didn't call just Geeky. They called Clark too. Clark for interference, Geeky for roughing. Oh, Zaka, Pasternak, Lohrei, Peak. Lohrei enters the zone, drops it for Peak. Lohrei trying to find Pasternak. Couldn't connect tape to tape. Peak is tied up. Referee kind of got caught in the way there. Get out of the way. Edmondson. About a minute to go in the 4-on-4. Danault puck comes out. Never doubt the stats guy. Huh. It's true. When in doubt, reference the stats guy. Do you think that we'll come back and have another Bruins dynasty? No. Well, not anytime soon. Maybe if they're competitive next year, then maybe there's something there, but I don't know. LaSalle takes it away. Offside. LaSalle, Lindholm was just offside by a half a second. 22 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. Geeky and Clark will be released after the 4-on-4 expires. Wasn't offsides. It was close. I don't think it was either. The puck is caught in the referee's skates, but Mittelstadt won it. It was really close. I don't think it was either. Husnudinov enters the zone, gets it in deep. Shovels it around. Nobody there to play it. Mittelstadt back to 5-on-5. Geeky and Clark exit. Here is Gavrikov. Rips it. Wide of the net. Mittelstadt will try to advance this to Husnudinov. He'll get it to center. He tried to throw it over to Wotherspoon. Couldn't. Kings get it back in. It's Kopitar. Kempe. Here is Peak. Wotherspoon. Geeky has Lettieri and Koepke. Geeky enters the zone. Takes a shot. And it goes out of play. Between 68 and 73, they should have won 5 cups. They got just 2. They haven't gotten 1 since 2011, so yeah. Shots are 17-13 LA. Kind of a low shot attempt game tonight. Shot attempts are 35-33 LA. Lettieri, Lauko, Koepke with Peak and Lohrei. Was that because of the 4-on-4? Turcotte takes it from Peak in front. Hellenius couldn't get a shot away. Edmondson, drive from the line, save, rebound, Turcotte. Jeannot, save Swayman. It's a good one. Jeannot tied up there by Lettieri. Edmondson. Clark, shot, score from the line. That was tipped in. That was tipped by Tanner Jeannot. It's 6-2 LA. The shot from the line, it was tipped in by Tanner Jeannot. And it's 6-2 Kings. The Kings are up by 4. Onside. Clark took the shot. Jeannot tipped it. Swayman. They're chanting Swayman's name in LA. Kings are offside. They have to tag up. Yoki Haru dumps in from the neutral zone. Doughty. Swayman has had the fewest amount of wins and the lowest goals against average in the National Hockey League in his last 20 starts. Hopefully just a bad season for Swayman. I'm really hoping it's a bad season for him. If it's not a bad season, if this is what we have to deal with, that's the worst contract in Bruins history. Really hoping it's not. Swayman needs a full summer at Warrior just to train. Get back to Swayman roots. I don't want to see him in Alaska for more than a week or 2. He needs to have most of the summer in Boston. Pastrnak finds Middlestat somehow. So he's one of the worst goalies in the league. Statistically, yes. Statistically, yes. Fiala. Pastrnak with the stick lift. Byfield shot blocked. Rebound. Fiala tied up there by Witherspoon and Middlestat. Puck moved along Pastrnak. Pressured. Pasternak's got it. He flips in. Beecher will grab the puck. Bumped into by Spence. Lauko trying to find Beecher in front. Couldn't get a shot away. Corby's way better. Well, I'm not saying Korpisalo is better than Swayman, but statistically right now he is. Hand pass. Hand pass, he is. Statistically, Korpisalo is better than Swayman, but the sample size is different, right? 12th time this season the Bruins have given up at least 6 goals in a game, most since 2007, before the Bruins were good. So we're in TV timeout. Kings up 6-2 in the third with under 9 minutes to go. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around here tonight. I appreciate it. Even though the game hasn't really gone the Bruins' way, I appreciate y'all still sticking around here with leaving me some company here on this Sunday night. Grant said he was not going to be on stream tonight. Or he might be. I don't know. I don't know where he is, to be honest. I don't know. Start of the Bruins' downfall was 2012. No, it was not. Stop with the lying. Stop the lying. Stop it. No, it was not. It's not a downfall when you make the playoffs every year besides 2 years since 2011. Make it 3 this year. That's not a downfall. It is not a downfall. It's just wrong. It's not. You call it a downfall because they didn't win this championship. The downfall was 2 years ago when they lost to Florida. That was the downfall. They were competitive every year besides 2 after that. There was a couple of cups they were robbed of because of outside circumstances. Especially 2020. It's ridiculous. Bruins ice it. You have now 1980 subscribers. Oh yeah. If you guys have not yet, we are 20 subscribers away from 2,000. If you have not yet, hit the subscribe button. Would appreciate it big time. Still, subscribers, sub count's gone stale. We're trying to get up to 2,000 as much as we can. If we hit 2,000, might be something special coming, so. Stick around. Make sure to subscribe if you have not yet. When we hit 2,000, there might be something special. Bruins lose the draw. Anderson shot, kick, save, Swayman. And he's got it. Agree with you, Sam. Yeah, no. You don't compete. The Bruins' downfall was 2 years ago. Like, when they lost Bergeron and Krejci, you knew they were done. Last year was a fluke. And then they actually won a playoff series, and they gave us false hope. And then this year, forget it. When Marchand got traded, it ended an era, did it not? That's when the downfall really ended, right? Yeah, they're playing Cult of Personality in the arena right now. Valid song choice. The Cult of Personality. The Cult of... Sorry. I know. I'm not living up to my name's singing skills. I know. Blame Sweeney for all of it. Some of which you can't blame Sweeney for. Some of it you can. Some of it you can't. You gonna blame Sweeney for COVID? Because if there was no COVID in 2020, the Bruins win the Stanley Cup that year. I think. We have at least 3 more cups. He didn't fuck up the 2015. I'm sorry. With all due respect about the 2015 draft, we need to get over it. It happened a decade ago. We need to get over the 2015 draft. It happened a decade ago. Get over it. That's my thoughts on it. Zacha flips in. They're all out of the organization anyway. Get over it. The front office is partially to blame, but also the players are to blame for some of this too. Right? The players in the ice. Sometimes there's nothing you can some things are out of your control. The players in the ice have to step up, and they haven't. In big moments, right? But I strongly believe that if there was no global pandemic in 2020, the Bruins win the Stanley Cup that year. And they win the Stanley Cup in 2023 if they didn't lose to Florida. Shot goes out of play. If it wasn't for Florida in 2023, and they beat Florida in that first round, they win the Stanley Cup that year. I am confident in that. I am confident in that. Vegas got lucky they played Florida. If they played Boston, they weren't winning that series. The team was too stacked 2 years ago. 6:16 to go. It's also screwed up in 2019. My thing is, though, they won Game 6 and they tied the series, right? I know if they had won Game 5 and then Game 6 they won, they would have won the cup. I get it. But they won Game 6 and then laid an egg in Game 7, man. So, like, it kind of washes one hand. It kind of, like, washes each other out. Is Marshy still hurt? Again, with the lights, I'm not changing these, guys. I'm not. I know it's some sort... Oh, hello. No, thank you. Series would have been over after 6, though. Yeah, but, like, the Bruins won Game 6 to tie the series. They laid an egg in Game 7. So, it's like, what are you going to do? You going to blame Game 5 for that? You lost in Game 7. You had another chance to win the Cup at home, and you failed again. You failed again and again and again. I believe Tuukka Rask had one of his worst games of his career in that Game 7. Marchand had an awful change. The offense was freaking got walled by a rookie. I mean, like, man. Gavrikov. Uh-oh. Koepke takes it away. Here is Koepke. Lauko waiting for it. Koepke shoots. And it goes out of play. They go to... As they are in, we are now in the Final Five, presented by Black and Gold Productions. Go check out episode 386 of the Black and Gold Hockey Podcast. It's available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It's also available on YouTube, link down below in the description. Check out recent articles about the Bruins organization. First move of the president would be firing my GM, coach, and assistant coach. Yeah. Fire the coaching staff and the GM. Am I being, like, possessed by, you know, a demon or something? What is going on, man? What is happening? What is happening, man? I'm being possessed. It's Revenge of the Zit. I guess it is, man. What the fuck is going on? Oh my god. Stop changing the lights now. Yeah, damn it, Exotic, man. Damn it. What are you doing out here, man? You're screwing up my stream. Bruins are offside with 4:38 to go. Ghosts of Bruins the Bruins past are not happy this season. Bergeron screwing me up. Bergeron, I like you, man. Why? Thanks for making us laugh. You know, if I can bring any sort of humor to this season, then you know, I'll take it, cause you know. This season, man. Lascelles without a stick. He kicked it ahead. Edmondson for Brant Clark. Kings deflected in. Swayman plays it over to Peak. Hold, maybe. Yeah, looks a little bit. Again, who cares? The game's over. Crying out loud. Jeannot in alone. Swayman the save. Rebound guided wide. Puck comes to the line. Edmondson with space and time. Hellenius scores. Seven-2. Swayman's complaining, got interfered with. Why bother? You're down 5. Hellenius gets the goal. Dano wins the draw against Brown at center. Kings are up 5. Wotherspoon for Callahan. Wotherspoon. These new picks, these new players like Zellers and Minton in the draft picks, we could have a chance. Oh yeah, if they do it right. Because they didn't get points. It helps the Bruins' chances. Sorry. God, I hate tanking. It's so bad. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's so brutal. Especially when the team gave me hope. Eventually. What was this person saying? Bentley Niemeister? What? Ay, ay, ay. What were they talking about? Ay, ay, ay. I'll look in a minute. Lindholm dumps it in the zone. Edmondson deflects it along. Here is LaFerriere. Gets it past Husnadine off and out. Change your NHL team? No, I'm good. Bruins fan for life. I'm in for the bad and I'm in for the good. But I am not a fan of watching my team lose. I'd hate it. Clark shoots. Saved by Swayman. Enter a draft lottery stream? I don't know. The fans are giving Swayman jeers for making a save. A draft lottery stream? I might do that over on BNG's side. Let me see. Oh, yeah, no, I can't say that out loud on stream. Okay, yeah, we're going to ban this person? This is not... If you want to tell people that they're hot, go to another website. Sorry. Here's Clark. Anyway, Lorai's got it. Off of Kepkin in the zone. Oh, great heavens. Ay, ay, ay. Under 2 minutes to go. What's that, Matt? The Bruins are not winning. Oh, Fiala. Oh, Swayman made a save for once. Good job, buddy. Minute 48 to go. One of the RAs is a friend of mine, broadcaster, and he's like, and he knows that I stream, and he goes, "How the Bruins doing?" Oh, yeah, they're losing badly. 7-2 Kings. Minute 48 left. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. I'm 3 more for LA, and they matched the Providence Wilkes-Barre Scranton game. Oh my! I saw that. That was crazy. Providence scored 10 against Wilkes-Barre Scranton the other night. Here is Anderson. The Kings have scored 7 goals in back-to-back games. If we can get a check and one the last time that happened. Middlestat, Lettieri, LaSalle right now. They're throwing out anybody. The game's over for crying out loud. What's your second favorite NHL team? You're going to laugh. It's the team the Bruins are playing tonight. Turcotte. Wotherspoon takes it away. Welcome to the final minute of misery. Bruins are down 5. The misery's about to end. Thank God. Yokoharu keeps it in. Brant Clark. And the reason why they're my second favorite team is because I grew up going to their minor league games all the time, so I used to see all their prospects that I've always just liked the team ever since. 25 seconds to go in this one. Kings are about to lose. Or they're about to make the Bruins lose anyway. 10 seconds to go. We have a stoppage with 6 seconds to go. While it was still a game, that's funny from Brick. Kemper was good tonight. Kings win the draw. Kings win 7-2. Kings have a 14 home game point streak. It's the longest home point streak in franchise history. Oh boy. This was not a good hockey game. The Bruins just absolutely sucked tonight. Only 13 shots. Oh my lord, have mercy. Oh baby, that was something else. Suffering is over, ladies and gentlemen. The Bruins absolutely got mollywopped tonight by the LA Kings. The Bruins only had 1 shot in the third period. Kind of shows where their compete level was. Horrible for Higgins. That's right. Miserable for Misa. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Where's the other one? You guys know what I'm talking about. I put it on my Instagram story last night. I'm expecting to see it here tonight. I'm expecting it. See you later, Chiefs fan. Hopefully you feel better. Let's take a look at your stats at the end of this one. Yikes. The only department the Bruins led with tonight was hits. They got outshot 23-13. They lost 35 of 62 faceoffs on the night. The Kings did not have a power play. Bruins had one, did not score on it. 24 hits for the Bruins, 13 for LA, 8 block shots for the Bruins, 12 for the Kings. 15 giveaways each, 4 takeaways compared to 3. Stick around for a second here, for just another couple of seconds here. I'm gonna wrap this up. Just want to remind you guys that I am not streaming tomorrow night, Wednesday against the Ducks. They're probably gonna lose anyway, so what's the point? And the game's a little late and Grant told me no, so I'm not going to. I'll be back on Saturday for Bruins Red Wings. I just want something different, man. I want to not get our asses kicked every night, man. I know it helps the Bruins, but I don't want to see the team lose constantly. I just don't. It's happening? It's happening again, chat. Oh. The thing was over here. I'm leaving it off. The damn lights again. They're really screwing me up. If you guys like the stream, hit the like button and subscribe. Make sure you turn on your post notifications so that you never miss a go live or upload here on the channel. Make sure to follow me on social media, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, all down below in the description. The Bruins lose 7-2. in a game that they in the game that they were not supposed to win, and they did not win tonight's game. You know, try a little bit more on Wednesday. I don't even know where to start. What? What is happening, chat? What? The lights are purple now. I didn't even do that. What the hell is going on? See this shit? I have been possessed. The Undertaker is coming to me. He is coming to come chokeslam me right in the middle of this floor. Maybe put this season out of its misery, for Christ's sakes. Maybe he'll drop me on my head like a Bruins drop the ball. The tombstone. I'll see you guys on frickin' Saturday. Bye, guys. I gotta go handle this.